Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Update. I'm Dr. James Machino. In this Lifestyle Medicine Update, I'd like to explain the scientific understanding we have on how nutrition and nutritional medicine supports our immune system function. Preventing virally induced respiratory tract infections largely depends on how efficient your immune system is. And should you develop a virally induced respiratory tract infection, having an immune system that is working more optimally can help to prevent the infection from becoming more severe or virulent. All experts agree that a decline or weakening in immune function makes us more susceptible to respiratory tract infections and allows these infections to become more severe and life-threatening. So there's a decline in immune system function as we age, and this is why the elderly and people with compromised immune systems are more susceptible to life-threatening respiratory tract infections. But there's a host of things that can weaken the immune system. Now, by the same token, some nutritional factors can help to strengthen and optimize our immune system. So I want to examine both aspects, things that we know weaken the immune system and nutritional factors that can help support the immune system. So these are the factors that are known to weaken the immune system. As I said, as you get older, by age 55 or 60, the immune system is weaker. And why is that? Well, one of the reasons is that behind the breastbone, there's a gland called the thymus gland, which normally modulates some of the T lymphocyte immune cells and sort of puts them through boot camp so they can become really intelligent, virally fighting machines. But when the thymus gland has shrunk down to nothing, then the T lymphocytes are not as intelligent as we get older. The other thing is that the immune cells get damaged by free radicals in day-to-day life, and that accumulates over time. And we think that free radical damage to the immune cells also compromises their function. Now, some of that can be reversed, we think, with antioxidant supplementation, which I will show you later. And there's a certain immune cell called the neutrophils. The neutrophils would normally find a virus, come up next to it, and sort of blow it up with what's called a respiratory burst. But after the age of 60, can't do it that well. So some studies suggest that higher levels of vitamin C intake can help the neutrophils generate more of those respiratory bursts and kill more viruses, bacteria, and other unwanted cells in the body. So we'll look at that as well. But taking certain medications can also weaken the immune system. Corticosteroid drugs like prednisone, and many drugs that are used for autoimmune patients, like Humira and Remicade, that are suppressing immune system function, and anti-rejection drugs that would be given to a transplant patient. So these people are going to have weakened immune systems just as a result of the medications. And then some people have certain health conditions, HIV infections, or they have diabetes. That can weaken the immune system. So can overtraining. If you're in the gym working out and you're training too hard, you'll suppress your immune system function for many hours after the workout. So more moderate training makes sense. And people who are depressed, they're feeling a lot of anxiety, they're really stressed, they feel hopeless or helpless. These individuals are creating neurochemical changes in their body that also weaken their immune system. And then finally, having some nutritional deficiencies, as we will see, can also weaken the immune system. So what can you do to maintain a strong immune system? Well, get enough sleep. Your immune system really recharges itself while you're sleeping. You need to get enough sleep so you can do that. And don't overtrain. If you're working out, you want your workouts to be just light to moderate. That strengthens the immune system. If you overexert yourself, if you're overtraining, that weakens the immune system. This is even true in high-performance athletes who end up having more upper respiratory tract infections than the general population over the course of the year. So don't overtrain. Now, where does nutrition and nutritional medicine fit into the story? Well, there are some key nutritional factors that are known to impact immune function. So let's start with antioxidants. So immune cells have a very high requirement for antioxidants, especially vitamin C and vitamin E and beta carotene. They use these antioxidants to actually generate free radicals which kill viruses and other microbes. Now, immune cells also use the antioxidants to protect themselves against the free radicals that they're generating so they don't actually hurt the immune cell itself. So with suboptimal antioxidant intake, the immune cells cannot kill viruses as well, and they can't protect themselves against the respiratory bursts that they're generating. And this high free radical environment actually damages the immune cells and decreases their immune competence. So studies have shown when you give people antioxidants, certain parameters of their immune system actually improve significantly. That's an example. A 2017 study reviewed all the available studies looking at the role of vitamin C on the immune system. The researchers cited the research showing that the ingestion of 250 milligrams per day of vitamin C in otherwise healthy people helps to enhance many important aspects of immune function. So the goal was to achieve vitamin C blood level of 50 micromoles per liter, which most healthy people can achieve with a daily intake of 100 to 250 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Now, this is very difficult to do from food alone, so vitamin C supplementation is an important consideration to achieve a blood level at that value that has been shown to heighten or improve immune system function. Now, as we get older and immune system function declines, some studies suggest that the combination of 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C and 200 IUs of vitamin E per day improves immune function in people over the age of 60. So higher doses are required as we age. Studies also show that when fighting the common cold, supplementation with 200 milligrams per day of vitamin C can help reduce the severity and duration and the incidence of the common cold if we are also exposed to physical stress. Now, this level of vitamin C intake may also reduce common cold frequency in those who previously had lower vitamin C blood levels to start with. That means that their blood level was already below 45 micromoles per liter in terms of their vitamin C blood level. Now, very importantly, higher levels of intake, 1,000 milligrams per day, has been shown to prevent the decline in vitamin C depletion within white blood cells during an infection. So during an infection, higher levels seem to be required to maintain optimal vitamin C status within immune cells. And here's a quote from the research paper itself regarding lung infections and pneumonia and vitamin C. Here's what they say. Beneficial effects of vitamin C on recovery have been noted in pneumonia. In elderly people hospitalized because of pneumonia who were determined to have very low vitamin C levels, administration of vitamin C reduced the respiratory symptom score in the more severe patients. In other pneumonia patients, low-dose vitamin C, which was 250 to 800 milligrams a day, reduced the hospital stay by 19% compared to patients not given any vitamin C, whereas the higher dose group, who got 500 to 1,600 milligrams a day of vitamin C, reduced the hospital stay by 36% compared to those not taking vitamin C. Vitamin C supplementation has also showed a positive effect on normalizing the chest x-ray, bringing temperature down, and the erythrocyte sedimentation rate, which is a marker for inflammation and infection. It improved all of these parameters. Now, since prophylactic vitamin C administration also appears to decrease the risk of developing more serious respiratory tract infections, such as pneumonia, it's likely that the low vitamin C levels observed during respiratory infections are both a cause and consequence of the disease. This means that during an infection, vitamin C turnover occurs much more rapidly as immune cells draw down their vitamin C stores to fight the infection. As vitamin C becomes more and more depleted within immune cells, they become less and less effective, allowing more serious infections like pneumonia to take hold and progress. As the researchers so aptly conclude, thus it is apparent that vitamin C is necessary for the immune system to mount and sustain an adequate response against pathogens whilst avoiding excessive damage to the actual immune cells and the host cells themselves. But other antioxidants have also been shown to be critical to immune function. For example, supplementation of healthy individuals over the age of 60 with 200 IUs of vitamin E per day improved many aspects of immune function and reversed some key age-related features of immune system decline. In short, these older people had better and more youthful immune system function when they took a vitamin E supplement at 200 IUs a day. Now, supplementation with other nutrients have also showed improved immune system function in human subjects, including zinc and beta-carotene. And animal studies show the importance of selenium to the immune system function. A number of researchers have conducted research providing healthy elderly individuals with supplement combinations such as vitamin A and C and E, or they provide them with a multivitamin trace mineral supplement. In each of the studies, the participants ingesting the supplement showed improved function of many immune parameters compared to their baseline values and compared to those who ingested the placebo. Moreover, human and animal studies have proven that even marginal deficiencies of certain vitamins and minerals cause a significant decline in immune function or immunocompetence. So these nutrients include vitamin A, beta-carotene, folic acid, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin E, riboflavin, iron, zinc, and selenium. Now, the National Health and Nutrition Examination Surveys, which looks at the population's dietary intake, shows that many people are walking around with marginal deficiencies of some of these nutrients unless they're taking a well-formulated multiple vitamin and mineral. Now, in addition to vitamins and minerals, certain herbal products have also been shown to have proven immune modulating properties of importance. So the ones I like best are astragalus, medicinal mushrooms like reishi mushroom, milk thistle, and the indole-3 carbinol. I'm just going to touch on those for a second. So astragalus. The Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center website does a great job in summarizing the research on astragalus. They cite the studies showing that the medicinal constituents in astragalus can boost immune system competency and exert direct antiviral effects. A 2012 review of all astragalus studies showed the many ways that astragalus enhances the immune system function, including boosting the release of interferon and interleukin-2 from key immune cells, which are well-established strong boosters of immune system function. Then there's reishi mushroom extract and other medicinal mushrooms like shiitake, maitake, cordyceps, the Trematis versicolor, the turkey tail, and others. But medicinal mushrooms contain unique ingredients that not only stimulate immune cells to work more efficiently, but in some cases they have constituents that fit perfectly into immune cell receptors. And the binding of these constituents to the immune cell receptor generates a response from the immune cell that heightens and greatly optimizes its ability to combat foreign viruses, bacteria, and other dangerous cells. So I've provided a number of references at the end of this video which explain in detail the immune-enhancing properties of medicinal mushrooms if you want to read those papers. As one of the researchers stated, and I quote, medicinal mushrooms have been shown to have the ability to stimulate the immune system, modulate humoral and cellular immunity, and potentiate anti-mutagenic and anti-tumorigenic activity, as well as rejuvenating the immune system weakened by radiotherapy and chemotherapy in cancer patients, or cancer treatment, which is remarkable. Milk thistle. The herb milk thistle has also shown impressive immune modulating properties in recent years. Milk thistle has primarily been used to support liver detoxification function and to help repair damaged liver cells if the damage is not beyond repair. But the silymarin flavonoid in milk thistle has also been shown to have immune stimulatory effects. It increases lymphocyte proliferation, a very important factor in preventing and fighting infections, and it boosts the secretion of immune modulating chemicals or cytokines, particularly interferon gamma and interleukin-4 and interleukin-10. These responses are required when the body is facing a virus that is trying to take hold and start an infection. The researchers state, and I quote, "Our study has uncovered a novel effect of milk thistle on immune system. This immune stimulatory effect may be of benefit in increasing the immunity to infectious diseases." And then there's the indole-3 carbinol. So finally, I also like the research pertaining to the indole-3 carbinol, which is a constituent unique to cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, bok choy, and turnips. But supplementation with indole-3 carbinol has been shown to activate what's known as the aryl hydrocarbon receptors on the adaptive immune system, which stimulates immune cells to better respond to and fight any virus or foreign cell that enters the body. So more specifically, it helps the T lymphocytes proliferate faster and improves the ability of other immune cells to ingest and destroy any threatening virus or bacteria that is deemed threatening to the body. So now one word of caution is that for individuals with an autoimmune disease, that's about 5 to 7% of the population, and individuals on immunosuppressive drugs, mostly transplant patients, it may be unwise to supplement with herbal agents that I've spoken about here, as they may overstimulate the immune system and worsen the autoimmune condition or counteract the effects of immunosuppressive drugs. Now, for most healthy adults, for the sake of immune system support, it may be wise to take a high-potency multiple vitamin and mineral that is enriched with antioxidants. That means 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 400 IUs of vitamin E, 15,000 IUs of beta-carotene, 200 micrograms of selenium, as well as taking a supplement containing astragalus, reishi mushroom extract, milk thistle, and the indole-3 carbinol. It may be another consideration. Now, some people go further and they ingest a teaspoon a day of a 14 mushroom blend of sort of medicinal mushrooms all put together in a mixture. They can mix into some yogurt or into some other form and ingest that to get all the blend of the medicinal mushrooms working for them. So I've included the scientific references for this information in the text below. I hope you find it enlightening and helpful.